just talking about your nonprofit.
Oh, you mean This Saves Lives?
Yes.
Oh, thank you. It's actually technically a for-profit, but we have a huge charitable. Well, I just don't want to mislead anyone.
Like I just did, but no.
No. Just setting the record straight. Yeah, we just had a board meeting about it yesterday. We're very excited. Yeah, it's really cool. We were, we sell granola bars, and then for every bar we sell, we send this packet of life-saving therapeutic food to a malnourished child somewhere in the world. So it's we've been able to reach thousands and thousands of kids who otherwise would not have had food. So I'm really proud of it.
Thank you for doing that. I mean,
thank you.
It's important, so thank you.
Thanks for the support.
Of course.
Yeah.
This jacket, by the way, amazing.
Thanks. This, you might recognize this from the finale episode of season 2. I might have borrowed this for an extended amount of time from the wardrobe department.
It's a good choice, though. Good thing to borrow. Congratulations on everything. I'm
Thank
such
you.
a huge fan of the show, and I feel it's such an important show that we have.
Thank you.
What's your experience been like on it?
On it?
Yeah.
I mean, just total joy. I just feel really proud to be part of a show that has this legacy and has, Norman Lear's fingerprints all over it, and to carry on the sort of legacy of the first series, and be able to talk about important things and have amazing relationships. And I get, as an actor, I get to do everything I've ever wanted to do on television. So it's just such an honor and a joy. And we're all such close friends that when it was canceled, that was the biggest thing. It was just heartbreaking to think that we wouldn't be able to get to do this together anymore. But now, thanks to Pop TV and Sony, we get to keep doing it for a while.
I was so glad that it's coming back, because I know I wasn't the only person that was really pissed off when we were. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? But thank you so much.
Things happen.
Yeah, but the important thing is it's going to be on Pop TV.
That's right.
It's here.
Right. I know. It's my favorite network, Pop TV.
Mine too.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it's great.
They appreciate good television.
They do. Well, thank you for saying that.
And you don't cancel Norman Lear. I'm sorry, but.
What's that?
You don't cancel Norman Lear. I'm sorry, but or Rita Moreno, but.
No, you don't. Apparently you can't. It's impossible. They will be back.
They will be back.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you try to mess with them.
That's right.
There's some people you just don't.
Yeah, you don't mess with them. Yeah.
But thank you so much. I'm so glad to see you guys honored, and I'm so glad that it's coming back.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so grateful.
I know. Really fast. How do we get a hold of That Saves Lives?
This Saves Lives. We just changed our name from This Bar Saves Lives because we're going to be launching other products, but we're still This Bar.
Sorry, I just thought I'd come over and miss the hand.
That's sorry. Did you notice I didn't even flinch when my butt was pinched? I was like, oh. Yeah, well, I knew it was you.
That's it. Quick out.
It was a random publicist that.
We're at This Bar on Twitter and Instagram, and you can find our bars all over the place. We're at Starbucks and Target and Amazon and a bunch of retailers. Like anywhere where they're selling granola bars, you'll see us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Amazing, Carla. You look beautiful. I love it. Oh, it got exciting all of a sudden. It's a party now. Yeah. Now it makes sense. Yeah, now everything makes sense. Before they were paying Frank Sinatra, I was like, it's a little too much like a wedding. Now Congratulations on Mayans. I absolutely love the show. I'm so thankful for it, and I've interviewed some of the cast before, and it's such a great group of people. What's it been like being on part of that?
It's amazing. I truly feel like I have a family here. Because I'm from Venezuela. My whole family's there. So with the Mayans, they're my brothers, my big brothers. They take care of me. They're like, we got you, sister. So
don't mess with her.
Yeah. I feel so powerful and protected all the time. Yeah, but I think I'm the toughest between all the guys.
You probably are.
They're so nice. They're so good people. Yeah.
That's one of the things I love. Not only are Kurt, the creators are so amazing, but the whole cast they care about each other. They are like family.
We really love each other. It's not. I've been in other sets, other productions, and it's the first time that I feel this way. That if I have a problem, I can call anyone from the cast, and not just the cast, but everyone behind scenes. They're like a family.
I know one of the stunt guys, and he even says, he's like, this has been the best experience, because he goes and works out with the guys on the show. He's like, they treat you so great there.
Totally.
How important is it to be at this particular award show for you?
I think it was a surprise. I didn't know this. Yeah, I was like, really? It's my first nomination in the U.S. and as a Latina, it's an amazing honor. I feel so honored, and it's also a responsibility, you know, to be the face of a community, and I think we have to be aware of that too, you know, yeah.
And thanks to Mayans and other shows that are being nominated tonight, I think it really puts a wider net on the Latinx community, which was being ignored for a long time. So I'm very grateful that you're showing like parts of the community that people that existed, but people just turned an eye to.
Yeah, and it's also amazing that it's not just the actors. We have a lot of Latino people back, like how you say? Yeah,
like the production,
not in front of the camera. Yeah. And I think that's also beautiful. And sometimes people doesn't know that, you know, that there's a lot of great writers on the show.
And Luisa is a woman writer they're honoring tonight, so I'm so excited for that.
Yeah.
But you look amazing. Thank you so much. I love the show. And it's so lovely to talk to you.
Thank you so much.
We can't lose Chelsea. Like, we'll get her.
Okay. What's up?
Don't worry. You look amazing. I love it.
Thank you.
What's it like being at the award show tonight? I mean,
It's amazing. It's my first time, and I'm just so excited to be here supporting Sid. And I know a couple of the other nominees, so it's just great to like support your community and support your friends and have a beautiful, like, bright light in the world, because it's kind of like overcast right now. We need some sun.
absolutely overcast right now, which is why I'm grateful for shows like Vida, because they are really helping, I feel like, the Latinx community and just the community in general get away from stereotypes and be like people.
Well, it's the thing, like Middle America, if you've never been around brown people before, then you only know what you've seen on TV, which is cartel leaders, drug dealers, prison people, maids, and the mistress.
Yeah.
That's all we know. So it's like, of course they're going to be somewhat scared if they don't know who we are. So it's like shows like Vida, shows like Grand Hotel, shows like the Party of Five, Mr. Iglesias, One Day at a Time. It's showing us as just brown people living.
Just like people.
Exactly.
But thank you so much. I know they're wrapping up because they want to get you going, but because this show's starting. But it's so lovely to talk to you.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you for
amazing.
all your support. It's always great, and we just got to keep supporting and keep loving, spreading love.
I'm so glad Sarah's nominated.
I know. I'm like this. Come on, Sarah.
I interviewed Sarah right before the show started, and I'm so glad to see it take off.
Oh my God. I love them so much. Thank you so much.
Great. I was at the screening for Mr. Iglesias. Yes, I saw you at the party. I loved it. Are you kidding? I just interviewed Sherry. I was like, there better be season 2 because I'm gonna.
We just got a season.
Are you
2.
serious?
Yes, we found out 2 days ago.
Are you serious?
I'm excited to let you know that we got a season 2.
You know, and then who was that? I think it was Gabe's assistant was telling me about like your dad was there because I was talking about how good you were, and he's like,
That's so sweet.
I'm like, he has really good hair too. Like, that's his dad right there.
That's so sweet.
Yeah,
That's so
you're
sweet.
amazing on that show, and I love your character
Thank you
so much.
Thank you.
What's it been like being part of that show?
It's been a dream come true. You know, I've been a fan of Gabe since I was 8 years old. And to be able to grow up now years later and work alongside him just every day, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, yes.
And I'm so happy you guys are being honored, and Luisa's being honored tonight. I talked to Cree, because it's an important show, and it goes past stereotypes. So
Yes, it does. It does. We focus on so many great topics, and I'm sure that's not the end of it. You know, I'm sure we're just going to get more into it. Second season, we're just getting started, you know?
Well, thank you so much, Fabrizio. Congratulations on everything. I know it's just the start of your career, but thank you. It's so lovely to meet you. Thank you. You doing?
Phenomenal. So happy to be here. The whole family's united.
Yes.
Celebrating Mexican dynasties and Latin powers, so here we are.
So excited for Mexican Dynasties because it's about time. There's been
Yes.
a reality show that highlights Mexican families.
Absolutely. I mean, and we're using humor, we're using comedy, we're using family values. This is something that's identifiable across all platforms, across all generations. So we're here, we're so happy to be at least nominated, and no matter what happens, we're just gonna have a good time and have fun.
And what is it like to be recognized at this award show? What is it like to be recognized at the award show tonight?
Well, I truly believe we're very honored to be recognized because among the incredible television that is produced in America through all the studios, to be picked up in those few, it is already a winning emotion. It feels really, it's a humbling emotion because we feel that they have recognized, first of all, that we're coming from a good place. Number two, that we want to portray the Hispanic and Latin community in a broader conception.
In a more positive way.
And also, you know, we we've been able to cross over through television, this incredible medium, to go to different countries, you know, Australia, New Zealand, England, Ireland, France, Italy, Bulgaria. I mean, so the medium of television is crossing over and is allowing, through the show, Mexican Dynasty, to be perceived in a different manner, in a more ample manner. So we're very, very grateful to be here, especially because we're nominated as Best Reality
for
Show.
Mexico to be seen out there in a positive way that have never been portrayed before.
I know, it's crazy that it hasn't, but I'm so thankful for your show, and I'm so glad to see you here. Congratulations.
Thank you. Pleasure to meet you.
Hi, Gloria. How are you? Lovely to meet you. You look beautiful. I'm so excited that, thank God, One Day at a Time is back.
Yes.
I was very angry about that, so I love the show, and it's, I think, such an important show to be on the air.
Thank you.
What has it been like? I mean, first of all, you're working with like Rita Moreno and Norman Lear, like amazing people. So what has that been like?
Unreal. I mean, it really is the stuff of dreams. And every day, not a moment of it is lost on me. I'm so grateful to be there. I really feel the 10,000 people that came before so that I could be in this place. And I'm hoping to lift up the community so that there can be millions after, telling their stories, sharing a positive portrayal of the Latinx experience in America. And I'm hoping that it changes things. I really am.
Me too, because not only like are you an inspiration as a woman, but also part of the Latinx community. It's so important to have people like you.
Oh, thanks.
Trying. Yes, no, it means a lot because it's like, we're here, we're not going anywhere, and it's a part of life. So
yeah,
it's time.
Yeah, and it's I've been really fortunate in that my interactions with people of all different communities have been so supportive and loving, and so to see what's happening now, it's just I just don't understand what's happening.
None of us do. I think it's like
it's bizarre. It's just shocking.
Yes, it is. By the way, it's one of your writers from last season's birthday today, Janine Britos.
Oh yeah, Brito!
My roommate works for her. I'm like,
I love her so much. I love her. I should send her a text. Thank you for telling me.
Of course, yes.
Thank you for telling me.
What advice would you give to other aspiring writers, directors out there?
Well, I have a whole series on YouTube that I did with Beto Like called Hollywood 101. And we have, I think, 5 episodes so far. I believe there's going to be 10 total. And it's all about writing television.
You're rude.
Stop me. It's all right. I was like, oh, did I talk too long? Okay. So Hollywood 101. If you type in Gloria Calderon in YouTube, it should come up. But it's through BuzzFeed and their Beto Like channel. And so if you go to YouTube, you can find it. And I talk for hours.
Oh, I love that.
For hours. So go ahead. If you want to hear me talking about TV writing and what I think of the industry, it's there.
That's what I want to do, so personally. But thank you so much. Congratulations. Such an honor to talk to you. And it's so lovely to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
We're so excited to be here, of course. And of course, can you tell us a little bit about the Imagen Awards for our audiences that aren't aware of it and why it's important?
Well, we've been doing this for 34 years.
Just 34.
I've been there with it for 34 years. I don't want to give my age away, but anyway, it's evolved in becoming the only award show that really honors positive images of Latinos in television and film. When the Emmys and Oscars aren't honoring us, at least we know we have the Imagen Awards, and that's why we're here.
And you really are honoring just my favorite shows and my favorite movies, this Icebox, One Day at a Time, like things that really have been making a difference in a time that we really need it.
Right.
So I am so grateful for these awards.
Oh, thank you.
And I think it just puts it just shows the people that we should be celebrating.
Well, and it shows how creative our community is.
Absolutely.
People, we're being disparaged left and right by elected officials in certain parts of the country. And the reality is that when you look around this room, it really speaks to the creativity that we have in our community. And no one can take that away from us.
Absolutely.
They may try to not acknowledge us, but that's okay. We have Imagen. We'll acknowledge it for them.
Thank God for that. And you've been doing it for over 30 years, so you really have been there. And thank you for doing that. And what a great night, too, because we just found out that Mr. Iglesias is in season 2.
Right.
And One Day at a Time is coming back.
On Pop TV, absolutely.
Yes, which I was so mad. I'm like, how dare you do that, first of all, to Rita Moreno and Norman Lear? Like, what are you? So it's great to have them here and knowing that their shows are coming back
Right.
too. So thank you.
Oh,
And
no, thank you for being
yeah,
here.
of course. Is there any actor, artist here that you're particularly excited about honoring or nominating? All of them. Yeah, they all are great.
I mean, we have a lot of youth here, which is
Yeah.
great because that's our future.
It is.
You know,
It is
and
absolutely.
We need to support them. And as you said, you saw a lot of folks, actors from a lot of shows that you know.
Oh, wow.
Well, the thing is that, we need to make sure that our younger actors are also celebrated, and it's not just about, the same old actors, everybody. We need to celebrate everyone.
No, I love that you have like Fabrizio here and Cree and Isabella. They're all so amazing, and they deserve that recognition. So glad to see them here, and they're so excited to be here too, which is great. That's so lovely to meet you. Hi, Isa, how are you? I saw you at the Mr. Iglesias party with Mike.
At the what?
Mr. Iglesias party.
Yes.
With Mike here.
I'm like, what party? I haven't been to a party.
Yeah, you were.
And I'm like, I go to parties. Yeah.
I know. See, you manifested it.
Crazy. You guys, we out here.
I was telling Gloria, I'm like, it is Janine Vrida's birthday today.
It is? Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. Oh my gosh. I gotta text her, yes.
But I am so happy, because I was really pissed when it was. I'm like, first of all, how dare you? It's Rita Moreno and Norman Lear. I don't care. It's an amazing show, but if it wasn't, it's Norman Lear and Rita Moreno. How dare you? So thank God.
Yeah, thank God.
Are you stoked?
I'm so stoked. It still kind of hasn't hit yet. We don't start until a little bit from now, and it's just such a weird, this is the first time we all see each other since the news broke. Yeah, so it's been really, really crazy, but I'm so happy.
And I'm so glad that the show is being recognized at the awards, because it is such an important show.
Thank you.
It's one of a few that are now finally starting to come out that go beyond the stereotypes that we've been fed for years, that it's time.
It's very important, and that's what this whole award show is about, is making sure that we lift those voices up and we're celebrating the Latinx content that is out there.
Are there any shows that you really are a fan of, besides your own, of course, right now?
I love Grey's Anatomy.
That's a good one.
Jane the Virgin, I'm binging right now. I'm binging the last season, and I know everybody already talked about it and I'm late, but Gina's 7-minute monologue.
Oh yeah, oh my God. I know.
Yes, Queen. It was incredible.
Don't worry, it's better you watch it late than never. So it doesn't. There's some things that I'm way after them. I'm like, I don't care. It's the experience for the first time for me. Yes. But thank you so much. Congratulations on everything. I'm so happy that it's Gay Pop TV.
Yes, thank you.
So you look lovely.
Thank you so
And
much.
such an honor to meet you. I am so happy you're being honored tonight. Not just for Mr. Iglesias, which I love, and I hope there's a second season so bad, but for all the work you've done. What does it mean to be honored today?
It's a combination of just a lot of years when you started out and you're like, you're looking at the top of that mountain and you're at the bottom and you're like, am I ever going to forget making it to the top? I don't think that. It's just like you just start climbing step by step by step, and to get, this is such a high honor with the name Norman Lear attached to it is beyond anything I would have ever imagined.
And I love your writing because it's very inclusive, which in this day and age I feel like we need more than ever. Because not only you're a woman, but like a Latina as well. So I think it's so important for the community. What do you want people to get from your work, from your body of work, or anything you do?
I love that you said inclusive. I think, when we first started, it was, how are you, man? We've got to have these Latino stories, and everybody's Latino, and nowadays we've come so far, and Latinx, they're going to own the world if they don't already. And, we're everywhere. We're in this gorgeous hotel. We're so integrated, and I think that's the future, and that's what I've tried to do when I'm developing shows and working. It's like we're all living together, integrated, and you can be Latino working, someplace that so it doesn't all have to be in one barrio or whatever. And I think that is the future. And I think you're seeing it now, where with all these new shows.
With your shows too, you're right. It's not like a special episode where we're gonna have a special Latino story. It's just we're part of society, and you're just
like Mr. Iglesias. That's what I truly love about it. We have an African American principal, Sherry Shepard.
And I love her. Oh my God.
Yeah, and then you've got Gabe, and then you've got Cree Cicchino, who she's Latina, but then we had Coy Stewart. So that's what the world looks like, and that's life. So I'm very proud to be able to be a part of that and to help that, because that's why I started writing. We need to have non-stereotypical roles for Latinos on the air, because I was an actress and I had to play all the other roles. I know firsthand. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor to meet you, and I'm such a fan, and thank you for all you do.
Oh my God,
thank you.
That's very sweet of you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Oh, yeah. Hi, Sarah. Lovely to see you. Congratulations. I interviewed you a few years ago before the show.
Your hair's different.
Yes. I'm a little older. Yeah. It's old news. He's old news.
Different.
His hair is different too. It's more gray now. It's grayer. That's what he said. But wiser. Yeah, see, Mike, wiser. I'm so glad to see the show do so well, because it is such an important show, and I'm so thankful for you and Tanya, just the whole cast and crew of the show. What's the experience been like?
Wow, it's been incredible. Like it's unbelievable in ways, because it happens and it's the first time that you're experiencing it, and at the same time the show is so fresh, so new, something that a lot of people haven't seen before. So it really takes you kind of like the rug underneath your feet, but in a good way. So it's like a ride. So I'm enjoying it as much as I can and being as present as I can be.
It's so important, because it shows Latinx community in a way that it hasn't been treated, just like normal people, like in every walk of life, like everybody else, not these like stereotyped roles. And thank God for that, because we need it, especially right now.
You can do, sometimes some people don't have lines, but you see it in the tapestry of the show. You see it in the background. You see all different kinds. You have immigrants, you have men, you have different, they're very cis, like very norteños, like taking a break. The city workers taking a break at the bar. Like they're just, and then you see the developers, like you see the different types of people that are coming in. And so it's really like visceral. It's so like, damn, man, I know that guy, Oh, man, I know her. Oh, why you remind me of my sister? Why you gotta remind me of them? Like, and so you get all mad at the screen, but then it's cathartic, and I think it's important for us to feel connected to something larger than it's like something that we don't, like, we can just dream about. Like, it's so real, but yet at the same time, it's magical, There's a lot of magical realism. There's a lot of, of our culture in it that you don't really have to say. You just know. And it's like, that relieves, I think, takes a burden off people's shoulders to feel that.
Just being seen and making people feel like they're seen is so important.
Right.
And I think that should be the purpose of any film or show. So I'm such a fan.
Oh, thank you so much.
I think you're amazing. I'm so
that.
glad that you are nominated. Rightfully so. And I already talked to Chelsea. She's like, I'm rooting for Sarah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah, I'm so excited to be with all the nominees too. What an honor, and especially to be in the supporting actor category. It's been a very a personal breakthrough for myself, and I feel for others, and so it's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning, and it goes so beyond you, because I think it is really important for everybody.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Congratulations. You look amazing. I love it.
So much, Naeem Khan. Thank you.
I love that. I'm a huge fan of the show. We were at the screening, and oops, I just hit the camera, and the party, and it was amazing.
Thank you so much for coming, and thank you for watching.
His teacher was there, which was incredible.
I know, right? Oh my God, tearing up a little bit. It was.
And I just interviewed Sherry, actually, and I was talking about, for a movie, I started talking about the show. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I love the show so much. What? And your character's amazing, because she is balancing so much.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be part of a show like that?
It's beautiful. It's because there's so many different layers to the show that you're so proud of. On the one hand, it's the representation and the Latinx community and the culture that we're bringing forward, obviously. But then on the other hand, it's just like this really funny, endearing show for so many reasons. I think our writers have done a really good job of steering clear of too many stereotypes and things like that. And our male characters are quite pure, and Yeah, and the set, I mean, behind the scenes, it's so, I mean, we love each other so much. We say that all the time, that it just must be the best set in the industry. Just everyone is talented and unproblematic and wants to be there, and we just all love each other so much. Honestly, we do. I know everybody says this, but it's so real here.
I saw you guys at the party. You really do like each other.
Yeah, we really do, right? We like want to hang out when we don't have to. It's crazy.
The reason I like the show so much too is because it is so inclusive. But like you said, it's not stereotype roles that we've dealt with so long.
Yeah.
It's people.
Yeah.
It's people being people in real life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Credit to Luisa. Not Luisa, sorry. Yeah, Luisa. Yeah.
Yeah, Luisa. Yeah, and all our writers have done a great job. And I mean, it's a sitcom. It's funny. We have our silly moments, but like the second any character starts to get what you would expect, they twist it that last second. So it was a joy. I mean, it's like an actor's dream, right? This job.
And I'm hoping for season 2 because I love it so much. But thank you so much.
Thank you so
and
much.
Congratulations. This is great. This is so good.
Thank you.
So good.
Thank you.
Yes. I interviewed you 2 Comic-Cons ago. And I made you take a picture of me because my mom's obsessed with Law & Order.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Hi, Mom.
Mike, are we on? Okay.
We're on. Hi, Mom.
Thank you. She'll love that. She's coming into I love the show so much. I was just telling Carla that. I'm so glad that it's done so well. What's the whole experience been like for you?
To be a part of a show that is largely written by minorities.
Yep.
Kurt Sutter is such a creative person and looking for other people's input. Elgin James comes from, some pretty difficult circumstances, and to see the positivity that he puts out there in his writing, the opportunities that he makes for others. So to be a part of this show that is creative, not only in the storytelling, but truly allowing people to invest together in a story, in a storyline, in characters, and I'm pretty proud of it.
You guys, every time I interview from Mayans, it seems like a family. You're very supportive of each other, which I love. And Kurt and Elgin are the loveliest people too, by the way.
Very good guys. Very good guys. And you walk into our writers' room, and the diversity and the talent, the passion, that says a lot. And I feel like a lot of those young writers who are currently in our writers' room, they're going to do some great things even beyond Mayans. So in a big way, it's a fertile training ground for a lot of people. We have a very strong crew as well, and the directors that you don't see, right? The directors
what are your stunt guys? I would say yes, you do have a strong. Yeah, very hard.
Everybody who's behind the scenes, they're just top notch.
I'm just so glad to see you on, because I think you're amazing, and to see you on an amazing show.
Very kind. Thank you.
And it is such an important show because we need inclusion more than ever right now. And
absolutely.
So thank God for shows like the Mayans.
You know what? I'm constantly grateful to be able to be on a show like SVU, and then be on a show like Mayans, and a show like One Day at a Time. And to experience the range of expression that Latinos can have, and we continue to push. That's what tonight is all about, and to celebrate that and continue to push, right? So the success of Mayans, I'm so grateful to our fans, because without them, obviously we would not be here. And so we'll keep making it if they keep showing up.
Be better. I think they will. I'm ready.
Yeah, right.
But thank you so much.
Thank
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you very much.
So lovely to
Chris, congratulations. You're a local boy. You're from my neck of the woods.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm from Rosemead.
Oh, yeah.
You're from
right down the way. Neighbors.
Yeah, exactly. So what does it feel like to win this award?
It's really an incredible honor. And really humbling. I think of the people, the esteemed names who've received this in the past, and it just really humbles me, and I'm so appreciative of acknowledgement on it, and especially with the Imagen organization and Helen, Hernandez, because it is hard. It is important that we celebrate our successes, and sometimes we always don't get a platform for that. So I'm glad we're able to do that tonight.
Exactly. And we have a lot of students from Cal State Fullerton.
Oh, I love it.
And we're both Cal State Fullerton alumni.
Titans, yeah.
Exactly. So what can you tell some of the future producers, writers, directors, and journalists from Cal State Fullerton?
You know, I work with a lot of young people, and especially and some with Fullerton. I have a lot of interns from there. I would say, look, follow, don't wait. Always start. I meet young people and they say, hey, I'm a director, I'm a writer, I'm this, I'm that. And I say, and like they think they have to wait till they get a job to start. No, start writing now. Start making things. Start shooting stuff. Start editing. Just start. Hone your craft and tell your story.
Exactly, and that's what we try and tell our interns, and we've had 52 of our interns go on to big stations, awesome. So it's great to see somebody, both of us, in this field, succeeding and going through and really pushing the moment. One last question, though. What can we see from the future? What are your future goals right now?
My future goals are, it's an incredible time right now with streamers and direct consumers that the gatekeepers of the past are gone. So therefore I'm excited about we're able to tell so many more new stories of our stories. And so I look forward to those opportunities, whether it's in scripted, comedy, unscripted. So we have a lot of irons in the fire that I'm excited about. So it's exciting times right now.
Awesome. Well, congratulations.
So
and it's great seeing somebody from the San Gabriel Valley.
Thank you, of course.
It's hard work, too. That's like good wardrobe coordination.
Of course. Yeah, we have to think double because, we always have to match.
So tell us a little about your show and what the experience has been like being on reality.
Well, it's been amazing. We are part of the cast of Mexican Dynasties, which is nominated for Best Reality Show for Imagen Awards. We're very excited because it's the first reality show that portrays a multi-generational family. My mom, which is the oldest of the show, is 81, and my son is the youngest, 11, now he's 11. And in between, there's Oscar, there's Mari, Fernando, all of the Allendes, the Besudos. And so we are portraying Mexican families. It's 3 families, crazy, full of love, full of happiness, and full of joy for life.
It's a modern family, but in real. No, Mexicans, we're fun, we're crazy, we're loud, and it's all about family, about our values. And it's a great opportunity to have portray that on television in the United States, because we're neighbors, and and we have to show all the optimism, all the positivism, that we have in our families and in Mexico. So we're happy to represent Mexicans and to let Mexicans that live in the U.S., to identify themselves, in the screen. Exactly.
I'm so glad you're here, and I'm so glad that you're part of the award show this year. And congratulations on all your success, and I think it is a very important show. Keep doing it!
Yeah, tequila, we want tequila! We want tequila!
I do too. I'm ready. Thank you so much. This is a beautiful award. Too.
Yes, it is.
I loved your speech. You were talking about growing up in New Jersey and how your heroes, before we talked about, is John Leguizamo and Raul Julia. I'd like to see you up there. I think that some kid is going to be watching you and be inspired by it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. This is really wonderful. I feel really good to have this. Thank you.
I'm so excited for you. And again, coming to LA, you can see it live.
Yes, absolutely. This is awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ben.
Appreciate it.
And congratulations. This is even more exciting now that you've won. No.
Yes.
We were talking about how, I was interviewing them earlier, how amazing this film is and how important I feel it is. We need stuff like this right now. So I'm so thrilled to see you guys have won an award. What does it feel like? What does it mean?
I think it means a lot. I mean, this was a story that took several years to tell, and Anthony's been there the whole way. So it's very special to share this moment with him, and also with Omar and everyone else who's been here and made this film possible. So it's a very special moment.
What about you guys? How does it feel?
It feels amazing. I know how hard, Daniel has been working for this since I was 10, so 5 years ago. And yeah, it's super cool that we got the Imagen Award. Yeah, so it's an honor, and we're so happy to be here.
What about you, Omar?
I just think that Icebox is so timely in so many ways. I mean, we are here celebrating diversity in Hollywood. We're talking about how we want to be more included, and here's a story, that Daniel worked on for so many years to craft. As an actor, he wrote a character, personally a character that I've been looking forward to play something like this. So just to be nominated, to know that we were nominated for awards as actors for the work that we do. And I'm so happy that Daniel can come up here and share in this with the world, because the movie is, he wrote this and he made his short film years before anyone was talking about ICE detention and children in cages. You know, so he already, I mean, imagine that was already an issue for him then. I can only imagine what he feels now.
I'm excited to see what you're going to do next.
Thank you so much. I just also wanted to thank James Hill Brooks, who took a chance on a very difficult story to tell and supported us all the way. He's not here tonight, but I just wanted to mention all the help and guidance he's given this film. It's been very special.
Thank you all so much, and thank you for giving us this. I think it's a very important piece of work that hopefully there'll be. I can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and congratulations. Hello again. Congratulations. Yay. Sure. I got you guys and not myself. I'm so excited that you guys won. We're like, yes. And Mike's really sad because he just realized that One Day on Time doesn't come back on until 2020. He's like, 2020.
Well, I'm like, 2020 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fly by.
You can watch the first 3 seasons still.
Yeah.
It is. It's already late now. It's very close.
It's very close. What does this mean to you, Doug?
We're just thrilled. You know, we loved season 3 and we love making the show, and so to be able to win is wonderful.
So glad to see you win. I mean, I'm just such a fan of all of you in the show. You're all lovely people, and I think an inspiration, definitely to the Latinx community.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just so excited that it's back. I was really angry, very angry. I don't need to be. Thank you, Pop TV, for having good taste.
We'll see you then, 2020.
Yes.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. Better. I didn't want to talk to you with a dead mic. Your dress, I always tell you, is like so fantastic, and it's like a 1930s movie star.
Oh, thank you so much. I really, my stylist was the one that convinced me completely. Because I was like, oh, I love it, but should I wear it to this one? And he was just like, yes. Don't argue with me.
That's a good stylist. Keep that stylist. I'm a fan.
He only pushes me when he knows that I'm gonna love it. He knows I'm gonna regret it if I didn't wear it. So
it reminds me of Rita Hayworth. I love it. Oh my God.
Oh,
good style.
thank you.
But tell us a little bit why this award show is so important and why are you excited to be here tonight?
This award show just has a special place in my heart. I mean, when I came here for the first time ever in 2015, I actually was able to win an award. So that was super, super significant to me, and I didn't expect it at all. In fact, I came here to support my friends who I thought was going to win. So I was like, but it was I remember it just being so wonderful. I was young. I was surrounded by so many artists that I looked up to when I was younger, Latino, and then seeing all the younger ones too coming up and getting inspired. It was just such a wonderful night. So the fact that they came and they were like, hey, we want you to present. And then yesterday I found out I'm presenting along with a best friend of mine, Fabrizio.
I didn't know you were presenting.
Yes, so he's on Mr. Iglesias right now. So we were both excited, oh my God, things are happening for us. We're doing this. We're supporting our culture. We're gonna see our people. We're gonna give them awards. It's gonna be so nice.
And I thanks to you and Fabrizio and the shows you were on, it really has, I feel, not only helped the Latinx community, but just people in general because it's getting rid of farther away from stereotype.
Yes, yeah, it's definitely nice to kind of be in projects or see more projects that don't have anything to do with us being in the hood and selling drugs and being illegal and all that, or a maid or a prostitute, etc. So it's nice to represent, every race, like I said, has their good and their bad. It's nice that we're finally representing our good as well.
Yes, that's beautifully put. I agree. But thank you so much. You look amazing. I can't wait to see you on the stage.
Thank you so much.
That stylist is good.
Thank you so much.
Hello. You look amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh my God. You look ridiculous. You guys are matching too. It's the colors.
Oh yeah.
They coordinate very.
We planned it.
Good job. It's because you work with each other so much. You just read each other.
Connect.
Yes. Well, congratulations on all the success of the show. I'm so glad to see the show being honored tonight. What's it been like for you?
This has been such an amazing ride. This is such a cool, special woman empowerment television show. So to be a part of it, especially right now when we need that so much, is such a gift.
I mean, it's been an amazing experience for me. We're all family, so I mean, it never feels like work. We're always just having a good time together, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. I mean, it never feels like work showing up on set every day.
I love the show. I think it's so important because, it has very strong women and a very inclusive cast. Thank God, because, we do need this now, especially right now. So So I'm very grateful for it. And everybody on the show is so lovely, despite what some of their characters are.
Yeah.
That's the fun part, though, right? It's being really savage on screen.
You're good actors because you're all really, it's so nice.
So it means we're doing our job.
Doing your job, yes.
Good job.
But what's it like being at this particular award show? Because it is very different than a lot of award shows.
You know, it feels good for Latinos to be recognized when, you know, it hasn't always been that way. So it does feel pretty special that to be included now and all that stuff.
Absolutely, and I think it's, you know, thank God I hope it's the beginning of it, because it's, I think, important because it helps people feel like they're being seen. And
you want to see who you are on screen, right? And so all of these shows give so many people that opportunity, and it's an honor to be a part of it.
And they're recognizing a woman writer, Lear.
And we didn't have a single white guy director.
Are you serious? Yes. No, I love it. No, you could, for our outlet, you could absolutely, no, you cannot say it for our outlet, please.
That is cool to me. Not that, you know, but what I'm just...
No, because that never happens. Like, it really never happens. That's amazing. And there's so many talented people when you open your arms a little, like...
Yes.
Sorry, I just elbowed somebody.
Arthur.
Sorry. Congratulations on everything. So glad to see you guys here. Thank you so much. I like it.